Hello, good morning. Oh my gosh, I'm even late. I was doing fine until the house exploded. We're good. House actually didn't explode. Just crazy occurred. I have my kids home, so whoever knows what happens when you get your kids home. Okay, I'm going to apologize in advance if I start to sneeze or cough or anything like that. I am still kind of sick. I'm doing better than I was on Wednesday, and I apologize profusely for not being able to channel in on Wednesday. I have a bit of a head cold, and my head was feeling fuzzy and very disconnected from, well, everything. And I wasn't going to try and do anything much sleep that day. So I had to call my limitations, and that's an important part of life, is being able to say, you know what, I need to take some time for me. So thankfully, I'm feeling better and I'm able to work with spirit, have some fun, and enjoy my readings. Because this gives to me by so much. I love working with spirit. I love working in this energy. It usually fills me. And yeah, so this is something I look forward to. Now, speaking of looking forward to, Sunday on the 2nd, we're going to have Mercury go direct. Yay! 3 down, 1 more to go, guys. We're exiting 2022 on a Mercury retrograde. So that's something to look forward to. We also have a natural transition from today into tomorrow, where we're going into October. Take some time and reflect. Look at what September brought. What successes do you have? What things do you want to shift? What things do you want to make better for you? Oh, my microphone is like way at the back of my desk. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Those are important things. What do you want to do for you? What's going to fill you in October? We've had such a crazy September. We still have pretty much half the galaxy in retrograde. So we're still going to have some challenges. Thankfully, communication and interpersonal skills are not going to be one of them. I'm glad that Mercury's going direct. This morning when I booted up my computer, it crashed. It didn't even log in. It crashed. I'm like, oh no, we're not playing this game today. Thankfully, a little bit of divine support from Archangel Michael and my husband. We fixed it. Yay. Oh God. So it happens, right? So for this reading, though, we are into our October already, October 2nd through the 8th. October 2nd being a great day for a pivotal shift because we do have Mercury going direct. We also have a unique opportunity to embrace Arthur Waite. I know a lot of people, before we get hate comments, Arthur was not a saint. You also have to remember, and a lot of people are applying today's standards to Arthur and to Pamela Coleman Smith. Yes, Pixie did not get all she should have, and she wasn't treated as fairly as she probably should have been, and we know she should have been. However, that said, without Arthur Waite, this would not be what it is today. It was because of the Rider Waite that we got this. So, yeah. Now, if you're on any of my social media, you're going to get a copy of a spread I created to channel some insight from Arthur Waite. A fun way to use your cards. For those who aren't connected with me, either on my website, through my newsletter, or Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, I do post frequent spreads to give you guys a bit of fun to play with your cards, because it's important. So the deck that I keep flipping around here, this is a fantastic deck. This is the Tarot of the Haunted House. And as you can tell, I still do have remnants of my cold, so I will be kind of a bit today. And I apologize. This is, like I said, the Tarot of the Haunted House. I am going to bring out more of my witchy decks, my kind of Halloween style decks, because it's a month that I really feel that these decks this is where they sing. Interestingly enough, the creator of this deck is Sasha Graham. She's the same creator. Fun fact there, another great fall deck. Then I have, this is an Oracle deck. It's called the Compendium of Witches. It was a Kickstarter that I did quite a while ago. Beautiful deck. I love it. It's got a really nice feel, and it's kind of fun. It's kind of like two decks in one. I like it. It's pretty. So I brought that one out to connect in with this witchy vibe that we're having into October. All right, let's get into this week. October 2nd through the 8th. What can my friends expect for this week? Like I said, it's a fantastic time to kick off your week because we do have Mercury going direct. We do have Arthur Waite's birthday. There's a number of things. Is there a new moon or full moon? Let me check. My spidey senses are telling me that there's something else happening next week. Let me check. And for those who want support in working with their some of the stuff that's going on this week, or just to feel a little bit better, I do have a healing that is coming out tomorrow on the 1st to help degunk you, because we're holding on to energies that are not our own. It's not fun, right? With all the things that are going on that are in retrograde, all the challenges of Mercury, it's been a harsh, troubling past couple of weeks. Many people are struggling. So I have an extra energy releasing healing coming out tomorrow for you. So you can start to work with that as of tomorrow morning. And I am right. On Sunday, the 9th, we do have the full Hunter Moon. I will be doing a reading on Thursday for that because we're going to be able to start to embrace the energies of that moon later in this week. Spidey senses, something you should always listen to. So says the High Priestess. High Priestess, of course, is the second card in the Major Arcana, the full moon. Love it. Of course, we're looking at a lot of support here. The balance, because it's hard to see, but they're kind of balanced off with the light and the dark. She's usually the one that does have the black pillar and the white pillar. And they were true to source. They gave the B and the J. That they're pillars from the temple in Jerusalem. And it's like Jericho and Bezel or something. I'm not getting them right. Please don't slander and totally, be mean in the comments. But if you do know what they are, please put them below. I do know it is the Temple of Jerusalem, but I can't remember what the temples were actually called. She is true to form, holding Torah, the scroll, the universal scroll of wisdom. So we have the ability this week for a lot of ahas. We're going to feel discombobulated, and we're going to degunk that. We're going to feel better the more we're proactive in releasing and working with what we have. Release the crap, work with your gifts. That's going to be super helpful this week. Oh, super helpful every week. But this week, well, bar none, because we have the High Priestess, first card. She is center stage. The full moon is going to be a fantastic way to help release some of the crap we're holding on to and really getting that shift that we need and want. With her, Major Arcana-tastic, the 7th card, the Chariot. I think it's hilarious that we have kind of a old school butler here, because the Chariot, he usually has, again, a white and a black steed of some sort. the original source, Pamela Coleman Smith and Arthur Waite, they were Sphinx, a white and black Sphinx. Well, again, going back to that balance within is going to be really important. We have dark and light. We need both. We need that yin yang energy. So making sure that we take that time. I do have a meditation where I balance out that masculine and feminine, the divine within us, that will help you feel more balance within us. Because no matter what gender you identify, you have both masculine and feminine. So making sure that they're balanced, making sure that they're working together. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I offer guidance and what's more importantly, the supports that you're going to need. So I've got a lot of playlists where I give meditations and healings and, well, mindfulness tools that are going to help you, well, overcome your challenges, get you going in the right direction, the direction that's meaningful for you. Not every tool, not every tip is going to resonate with you. That's okay. I give you tools, I give you ideas so that it's not just like I'm sitting at this stuck. How do I get unstuck? So I do have that meditation. All my meditations, all my healings, they're guided and supported. So all you have to do is listen and follow the cues and the breathing. It's super simple. Now, we do have that balance. So balance is going to be important. Another piece that the Chariot brings is that this week is about movement, not fast and furious movement. The charioteer is not moving quickly. He's in a concrete stone chariot. And when you see the actual card, he's not moving very far, but he has made movement. We want that slow and steady movement. It's going to help us out the most. So making sure that you do keep working at it. It's not something we want to hyper focus in on. It's things that we want to add in and combine our tools with what we're doing in our everyday so that we're able to feel stronger. We feel more balanced, more in control of us so that we start to use our intuition. We start to use our abilities as we need and want. Now, Tuesday, I'm also going to publish, because every Tuesday I give you guys some sort of tool, whether it be a meditation or a healing. I have an intuitive healing that I've created so that it starts to work with and heal some of that gunk that we're holding on to, helping with that intuition, because it's going to be important. As we progress through October, that veil starts to thin and we start to have more of that aha set. So making sure that the High Priestess, we're working on it. We're keeping her in the back of the mind as we go forward, because that's the one thing the Chariot's telling us. Time to move forward. Get those wheels rolling. And rolling, not spinning out of control. We don't want leaps of faith. Leaps of faith are not stable. We can't maintain them. But slow, steady progress, it's easy to sustain because we feel stable. We feel good at what we're doing. All right, let's go on and start talking about the beginning of the week. What can my friends expect from the beginning of the week? Now, like I said, we have Mercury in direct as of Sunday. So that's going to be a big weight off our shoulders. Make sure no matter what you do, get rid of the gunk that's not yours, that you're holding on to from Mercury retrograde and all the challenges that it brings. Because yes, it's going back direct. However, it's not like it's like, ooh, direct and everything's smooth sailing. Any of the words that were said that really shouldn't have been said or were said and were more in the moment and are hurtful, we've got to deal with them. Those challenges and tribulations, we are going to see they're going to smooth out. It's like when you throw a rock into a pond, there are ripples. Well, there are ripples from Mercury retrograde. So as it goes direct on Sunday, you will still have some challenges, but no, the more you stay in control, the more that you work with your abilities, the less it's going to be. Because the more that you're conscious and aware up here in your frontal cortex, in your third eye, the more you're going to be able to overcome those challenges. Probably should have turned the card. Okay, I do that a lot here, guys. Just so you know, I will tell you guys what I think I need to share, and then I turn the card, I'm like, oh, well, there's the card that says that. So here we have the Devil. This is the 15th card in the Major Arcana, and it talks about that ego. So any of those words that were said by others or by people that colleagues, loved ones, it doesn't matter, right? It can still hurt. Your ego's going to go, yeah, this happened. Oh my God, we can't let this go. You stay in that crap, that gunk, you're going to spin your wheels. That movement is going to be, well, for naught. You're not going to get anywhere. That's why it's really important at the beginning of the week, you need to dump and detox. I'm not talking about those weird detoxifications where you don't eat anything except like weird almonds and stuff. No. This is about getting that energetical bleh done. So tips. 1, I've got the meditation or the healing coming out tomorrow. I brought it out tomorrow. Why? Because you guys can start now. It's okay. You can start releasing some of it. You'll feel better. 2, if you're not into that, it's not your jam, that's okay. Other ideas. 1, you can start to go in and use your breathing as a support. It's a really easy tool because we all do it, whether we shower or we bath. Ask for some support in releasing that gunk, and then go in and just visualize that heaviness. Let the water out. Give that toxic gunk permission to be released, and then just let it go. Now, don't worry, whatever you release, your guardian angel, always with you, will transmute it. Boom, no problem. Okay? You need to get rid of it. You need to ground you, because we've got some pretty stable cards here. That balance is important. So making sure that we're grounded. How do you do that? Well, meditation is the easiest way. Or you can, if you're a crystal person, start to work with them, holding them, just working with that energy. If you're a gardener, perfect. The actual physical grounded touch helps. Going for a walk, clearing your head. What you need is that stability. I've got tons of meditations on grounding. All my meditations actually have a grounding component at the end. So it can help. So you feel more in control rather than you have that reactive ego, which kind of sits here. We sometimes feel it in our tummy, but it's our lower brain where it's more of a reactivity than in a control. But control will be what will help. Staying in our frontal cortex. So that means breathing, taking deep breaths, nice big inhales with a balanced exhale. Not that shallow pant that we do when we are getting fearful or overwhelmed, because that's going to only tumble us out of control. It's not going to help. We sit and we just swirl. That's when the wheels spin. So let's go on to the middle of the week. What can my friends expect from the middle of the week? Now, middle of the week, I will have another Healing 101 where we explore your throat chakra. Wow, do you think this was planned or what, huh? Someone looked ahead. So we're going to be doing the throat, which is our communication center, clearing it so we feel stronger as we go in and transcend into October. I was kind of thinking of doing a third eye / throat combo for this month, but with everything going on, I wouldn't give it justice, and that's okay. We will continue to work on your third eye. It doesn't mean that October is the only place or only time that you can or should be working on your intuition or your natural abilities. So we will continue a very, good pace, a stable pace in going forward. It's going to help. All right, so you do have that coming in the middle of the week. The 7 of Pentacles. That grounded stability, so important. the 7, okay, it's our second 7, we have some work to do. This is all about getting that job done. We can't just let the world do the job for us, or letting people try and help us and do it. Let me just do that. It'll be fine. I'll do it. Well, that's not going to help you at all, because we need to be more in control and make sure that we're doing the work for ourselves. Because if other people do it for us, it's their attempt, their understanding of our world. They lead a different life. They have a different beginning, different past lives. They may walk with us, but it's still a different journey. So it's our work to do. Now, with the double 7s, because they are a lucky number, the angels are telling you with that multiple 7 to stay true to your track. Good things are coming forward, because this is, of course, that very lucky fortune card, our fortune number. The 7 of Pentacles does talk about that fortune, though, that prosperity. We get the work done, we're going to see that reward. We have to be present for that reward. We will see that reward with the work that we do. And it's not necessarily a back-breaking, laborious job. It's going to be adding in tools, adding in aspects into your everyday that help to relieve some of the challenges and burdens, whether it be an awareness, whether it be grounding, detoxing, degunking. It's what you need right now. It's going to be more you related. That's why I have so many different tools, because you have work to do. Well, I'll give you a lot of different opportunities and different ways to work on it. All right. What about the end of the week? What does the end of the week bring, my friends? Now, like I said, on Thursday, I will do the full Hunter Moon reading. I'll have that for you. It'll be a live reading here, and we'll explore what we can expect from the 5 days of the full moon. You can feel that the energy is very predominantly 2 days before and 2 days after. So it's a nice way to kind of wrap through the next week. And we're going to find that as we descend into the fall, things are going to feel like they speed up. It always happens. Things seem to slow down in January to about March. And then come the summer, it just seems to snowball. It's like it's going downhill. We're just like speeding through time. So we need to make sure that we're very present right here. All right. The 5 of Pentacles. Again, another pentacle, reminding us grounding, stability is going to really help us with this movement forward. We want this movement. Why? Well, because it's going to be more helpful. It's going to be more able to stay in control of us, because the 5 of Pentacles talks about feeling disconnected. And it's part of it, is disconnection from our physical support team. But more importantly, it's disconnection from the spiritual support team. We're feeling really kind of left to our own devices. We're kind of floundering. We need to feel more supported. We feel like we're left out in the storm. We want inside the church or the beautiful building with the stained glass window. We don't want to be left out in the storm. Well, like I just said, this is going to be some of the work we need to do about that connection. High Priestess was the first card we drew. We need to be connecting in to what connects us to our soul and to our intuition and our intuitive abilities. These are things that make us feel good. It's not hard. We like to make things a lot harder than they naturally should be. Part of our human talent, I think. Not a good one. It is, though, talent nonetheless. When we start to work on things, do things that make us feel good, they fill us with joy and happiness. They fill others with joy and happiness. That is the stuff that we want to connect in with. stuff that makes us just feel lighter and happier. It brings a smile to your face when you're like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to create that. I'm going to go support them. I'm going to connect with them. And sometimes people find that rejuvenation through connection with the physical world. Others, it's creativity. It's really you. What fills your cup? What gets you out of the hardship, the gunk, the trauma, the past, the fear? What gets you out of that headspace and into something that is going to create, that's going to grow, thrive, manifest abundance? That is what we really want to focus in on at the end of the week. The full harvest moon is really going to support us in kind of shaking free some of the shackles, the gunk that it feels like almost like tar, like it's like stuck to us. We need to kind of like pull it off. Well, the full 100 moon is going to help us with that. We can see that with the Five of Pentacles. It's about breaking free of what's holding us back so that we can drive ourselves forward in a way that's more meaningful for us, that brings in that joy. We feel good. We feel fulfilled and happy. We may not be thrilled about all aspects of our lives, but we can start to shift and make small changes in our everyday to get away from what we don't like into something that we do. That's the piece. You can't throw away everything and say, I'm going to start over again. That doesn't break patterns. That doesn't change things for us. It just kind of adds more problems to ourselves. We need to build off what's going right so that we can feel more connected in, both physically and spiritually. So the end of the week and full 100 moon is really going to help us shift out of that and, well, like I said, get that tarry gunkiness that we're feeling off. All right. What supports will help my friends embrace all that the week offers them and really feel connected and feel that growth, that abundance? Because there is a lot of abundance there. We've got the Seven of Pentacles right in the middle of the week. We've got that ability. It's whether or not we're present for it. Like I just said, whether or not we're present for it. Offering. The universe is offering a lot of opportunities this week. There's a lot to be done. Should we take that time? We need to make sure that we're focusing in on the here and now. We can't get caught up in the future or stuck in the past. Those wouldas, couldas, shouldas, or what ifs can really debilitate us. That's our ego talking. Stay in the present. Really work with what's going on right here and right now so that you can start to feel more connected. You get that work done. You start to weed the garden as you would and feel more connected so that at the end of the week, we're not feeling as disconnected. We're starting to feel that shift. We're starting to feel things that are filling us with light and joy, and we just feel better, lighter, stronger, and more able to really see this grow. And Mercury retrograde at its best. Recounselor, talking about that rejuvenation. Got that full moon again, guys. Talking about giving back to ourselves that will give back to others. It's about filling our cup first and then feeling strong enough to help fill other people's cups. And know that as we start to do this, as we start to take care of ourselves, especially in the middle of the week where we're doing this work, we're really embracing the high priestess. We feel balanced, we feel stable, we feel that creative drive pushing us. We're getting that work done. We're connecting in. And I would encourage people, connect in with your physical support team. That's a positive support, guys, not just anybody. You know, those people who really fill our cup rather than taketh. Then you're going to see that shift. You're going to be taking hold of the high priestess hand and reading from the scroll of Torah. You're getting that universal wisdom. You're getting it. Should have turned the down card. Oh my God. The oracle. Holding the priestess's hand and getting that knowledge. We all have the ability to see the symbols and be aware of our surroundings, because the high vibrational beings, the universe, the God, goddess, whatever you call that greater energy, is sending you messages. It's just, English is such a rudimentary language that symbols work easier for them. So a lot of times when people say they see or hear things, it's more of a song. It's more of possibly one word or one image. Like I said, I just saw that tar. It was like stickiness. That's the feeling. So know that it's not as clear cut. It's not like someone having a conversation like me telling you words. It's a little bit of sleuthing. And a lot of times if you talk to somebody who's doing this, who is a light worker, they'll say words like, I don't know what this word means, but this is the word I'm getting. Or it feels like this. I'm getting a symbol of that. To connect in, to check into where you guys are at and how it works with you and how you feel. Yeah. The explorer. Do not be afraid to have some fun. Check into this week. We're into October. We're into the fall. There are so many amazing things that are going to happen this week that aren't going to make the newspapers, right? You're going to see the beautiful colors come into play. You're going to be able to embrace the wonders and the joys of your environment, of your world. You won't get that added boost, that added excitement, the energy, the aha, if you are turtling yourself and kind of hibernating. This is about awareness. This is about exploring and having fun. The explorer just kind of connected in. Don't forget to reflect in. We do have this kind of shift this week coming in as we enter into October. Anytime we have kind of a calendar shift or a point that we can say this is a change for us, it gives us an amazing opportunity to reflect in and find out, well, where we've come from, what we've done, what's happening, and more importantly, where we want to go. Because I've said it very, very clearly, cornucopia. This week brings you many opportunities for abundance. And it's not just one type of abundance. It overfloweth in all aspects of your life. We just always focus in on that monetary piece because it's tangible. But that connection piece, working with others, feeling that joy, that love, connection, you name it. We have that ability to shift out of the funky and into the amazing and wonderful. That joy, that happiness. But it's a conscious choice. We have to be in the present for it. And this week is going to remind us of how, yes, we want to reflect and plan, but we need to stay present so that we can explore, that we can get the work done, so that we can move forward. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me this week. I hope that this helps you to transition into October and really enjoy and feel that cornucopia overflow. If you did like this session, please give it a thumbs up as it helps people find me on the sea of YouTube. More importantly for you, if you like this video and reading, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. I've got more, well, as you heard, guidance. I've got some education coming forward. I've got more readings coming forward. You don't want to miss any of it. So subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I'm live and when I've posted. And if you're looking for an additional layer of support, I do have a Patreon and a Ko-fi page for people to get some added supports. I've provided links below, so why not go check it out? Again, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a fantastic and phenomenal week. Until tomorrow, my friends.